Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. I was going to make a couple of videos on this over the weekend, but I was thinking to myself, something's going to come out. More things are going to come out and we're not going to know anything. And that's exactly what's happened. So obviously we are talking about the DrDisrespect issue where some guy on Friday night, he put out a tweet stating, I know why he was banned. He was banned because he was doing this, which what he is accusing the doc of doing in California is a crime. As you can see right by there, doing this is illegal regardless of whether this is happening. It's under the California Penal Code. It is a crime. So with all of that going on, obviously this one guy, he's like, yep, this happened and I know why. And obviously, over the course of 2 days over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, things just weren't adding up. Friday night, you had the guys at Midnight Society, which is DrDisrespect's actual gaming company. He is the co-founder of it. They put this tweet out yesterday. Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka DrDisrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players. So with this, there's a lot of stuff to unpack there, but we're going to go back to this one by here where this is literally everything that everyone is thinking of, and it's from Tacti Grain. Here's what doesn't make sense. Non-disclosure agreements don't cover crimes. Correct. You had the doc and you had Twitch saying that we've signed NDAs, we can't talk about it, this, that and the other. NDAs would not allow him to get away with doing what he was doing, because as we know, it is a crime. It is illegal under California Penal Code. So you have that by there. Why wasn't this journalismed about earlier or acknowledged by Twitch? Another great example. Why wasn't this? You've got so many people, supposedly they all knew. They were going on, oh yeah, this happened, oh we know what happened. But the thing is though, these people who have said that they've known for ages, they were told second or third or fourth hand. They haven't seen any evidence. They haven't seen any proof whatsoever of what was happening. And by there, if this is true, Doc is done and should have been done a long time ago. Correct. With that one there, I am with Tacti Gamer 100%. If this turns out to be true, the doc should have been done long ago and he should be held accountable for his crimes. But also, how many people at Twitch knew and didn't report a crime, or even whistleblow on their employer for hiding it? Exactly. As we saw, in California, this is illegal and it is a crime, and Twitch more than likely could possibly be done for aiding and abetting, because they've allowed it to happen. They allowed it to continue. Oh, we'll just give you some money and leave. That doesn't happen. But then it goes on with this one by here. Why would Doc sue and risk discovery, which is what I have been saying ever since this came out, which only a handful of people are actually looking at the legal side of this. Doc would have sued him, and for the amount of money that was, Twitch settled out of court. Now remember, discovery would have been a huge process for this. This would have shown the messages and also the rightful termination, because they could go, judge, this is what he did, we signed NDAs, but this isn't going against it because this is a crime, look what he's done. Then it would have been out in the open. So there was that. Who did Midnight Society talk to, and why did they have information when nobody else did or shared it? Exactly. As we were saying, Midnight Society, as they say by here, we spoke with parties involved. Who did you speak to? Can't be Twitch, because Twitch signed an NDA. Same as the doc. So you got the people who are screaming and shouting, NDAs, NDAs, it's all up, it's all over. No. Those are the ones who just see words or hear things and they automatically think they know how they work. But no. For this by here, when it says we assumed his innocence and we spoke with parties involved, personally, I think that they only spoke with this Cody guy and were like, oh yeah, bro, trust me. That's what this is looking like at this moment. But it's that last paragraph. While these facts are difficult to hear, what facts? What facts are they even talking about? But this is kind of interesting to see because obviously they got rid of Doc. And the Doc said yesterday on stream, when he first started, he was like, right, F this guy, we're not going to do anything, we're not going to talk about him because we've signed NDAs and legally we can't. But then he goes, you know how I operate around here. Which is the biggest thing is, he's going to sue him. He's going to sue this guy into oblivion. But on by here on Tacti Gamer, when you go down, you do have other people like say, I got down by there, which they said he was caught doing this. Under the code, it's illegal, regardless of whether they did this. If true, Twitch can be in trouble for not reporting it, which is 100%. And then you got other ones saying exactly the same thing. If it is true, it means Twitch is just as dirty as the Doc would be. Exactly. With this, so many people's lives can be ruined, not just the Doc's. Because obviously this day and age, when someone gets accused, everyone on the internet automatically believes, because that's the way that they are programmed to this day and age. You got it by here, hack.slash. Legally, it may have only been illegal if they actually met, but I can't say for sure. This makes sense, but still, why would Twitch agree to an NDA? There's so many things about this, and as KLG by there said, I can't find a copy of the lawsuit filed in court. Have you seen one? I can't find it anywhere, and I'm pretty good at finding these things. But you got by here, Tactic Gamer, he says himself, negative. I haven't looked hard enough, but if you're able to find it, it could be very insightful, which it very well could. You know, he spent 3 hours on Saturday night. Nada, I don't believe it was ever filed. Lawyers are not required to report a crime a client admits to unless certain parameters are met, such as the crime involves someone getting this, as an example. If all parties involved came to an agreement and nothing serious was committed, then no crime has to be reported. The sad thing with that is though, obviously, we know it is illegal, what he was doing. But you got somebody here, someone going on replying to him obviously. Someone getting this, not if the attorney learns of it after the fact. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any criminal defense attorney when their clients tell them the truth. If a client came and told them, I'm doing this, then when they are required to report it. Exactly. There's so many things going on with this entire thing. It's just crazy to see what's happening. But we got so many things going on and so many different people talking about it. And with Midnight Society doing this, their game is no longer going to be a hit. It's going to be completely crap. But if you go by here as well, you can see other people. You know, what facts? If you suddenly have seen proof that isn't public, you're obligated to report the crime to the authorities. Savvy is 100% correct. They're all going on and saying, oh, we've seen this, we've done this, we got this. Yeah, I don't believe you. And another thing with, I think what's made me go a little bit like, with this tweet that Midnight Society put out, they've still got the Doc in their bio. If they put out, all of this, yes, we done this, and then it's like, oh yeah, Game Studio from Dr. Disrespect. You would take his name out of that. 100% you would. Because take it out of that, because you're saying you're terminating and you don't want anything to do with him. Why have his name by here? But going in behind this, as you can see there, the actual notes, community notes, which I have rated these as, one is helpful by here. The claim Midnight Society was speaking with parties involved would require those parties to breach an NDA worth millions of dollars. This is not an opinion on Mr. Beam's innocence or guilt. Wider context is grounds for a community note and serious allegations require that. Exactly. With all of this, there's just so so many things going around, and no one knows what to believe. And with the way that the internet is, the way I look at it, at this moment in time, innocent until proven guilty. If evidence comes out and it proves that he was doing this, he should have been done a long time ago, and that is the end that we're going to see of this guy. But if it all comes out that he was innocent, I want to see every single person who has labelled him this apologise. They're not going to, because, you know, it goes against their agenda and their narrative, which is another thing that people are talking about with this, is because the doc, his views are different to the left. And again, coming from the UK, you know, going, oh, you're left, you're right, you're liberal or whatever, I find it absolutely hilarious in America. But obviously, with the way all of this is going, and with Nick Merckx, when he said leave the kids alone a while ago, and the doc was like, yeah, leave him alone. Because the doc said that, they all went against him. Everyone who was on that side. But the doc has got a very, very big following. And we are just going to have to wait for something to happen. This is not going to be like when he was on Twitch and he disappeared for a few months and he came back. Again, that's another thing. For months when he came back, he was calling Twitch purple snakes. They're this, they're that. How the hell is he going to be doing all that if this is true? You know, there's so many things going on, and I really do think we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with this one. At the moment, I'm neutral. If it comes out that this is true, the doc's done, and he should be done, and good riddance. If not, people should apologise. Let me know what you think about this down below, guys, and if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.